the song is alive everywhere. Yes, the song is alive everywhere. And you are the ones who get to give the pitch, for the song is alive everywhere. The song is a garden full of flowers. The song is a garden full of flowers. You are the ones who get to tend the soil, for the song is a garden full of flowers. Oh, the song is a bright, clear morning sun. Yes, the song is a bright, clear morning sun. You are the ones who get to lift the shades, but the song is a bright, clear morning sun. Well, the song is a city on a hill. Yes, the song is a city on a hill. And you are the ones who get to light the night. But the song is a city on the hill. Oh, the song is a road that leads back home. Oh, the song is a road that leads back home. And you are the ones who get to raise the sign, for the song is a road that leads back home. Oh, the song is alive everywhere. The song is alive everywhere. And you are the ones who get to give the pitch, who get to tend the soil, who get to lift the shades, who get to light the night, who get to raise the signs, who get to give the pitch, for the song is alive everywhere. Greetings, friends. By the way, there is a choral arrangement of that song, and you can email me, ken@kenmedema.com, or talk to Matt. Before we get into the stories, let me explain that we're all going to be singing together. You're going to be able to sing, and you're going to be doing some improvising. So to get your improvising mechanism booted up, we're going to do a little improv. Now, normally, I do an improv class that's about an hour and a half, so we're going to try to really do things quickly. Here's the tune. Lay, 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 low, lay, 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 low. Try that with me. Here we go. Lay, 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 low, lay, 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 lay low. Now we're gonna keep singing, and you can make a harmony part. Here we go. Lay, 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 lay low. Lay, 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 lay. Keep singing. Dum dum da, la da da da, la da da da. Find your own part. Lay 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 low. Lay 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 low. Lay 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 lay. Stop. And I'll do a phrase. You echo me this time. Lay, 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 lay. Good. Lay, 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 low. Lay, 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 lay. Lay, 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 low. Usually we do that for about 10 minutes. Now, the next thing to do is I'm going to do a phrase and you do an answering phrase. And you can do this because you've heard music all your life. You've heard melodies that answer, where a phrase answers a phrase. So it's embedded in your ear, in your brain. So if I sing, lay, 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 low, and you'll answer, lay, 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 low. I can hear it in my mind. Lay, 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 low. Lay, 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 low. Now this time, I'm going to do it with words, and you do words that go along with my words. This is a little more tricky, but we're going to do it. It won't take long. Rise up and sing. Rise up and sing. Joyful the sound. Rise up and sing. And back to our first tune. Lay, 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 low. Lay, 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 lay. Keep it going, will you? Find your own harmony. Oh yeah. La da dee da. Oh. Na 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 na. Digga 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 digga. Sha la la la, booty wada booty wapa ba ba boo. Have fun with it, okay? Have fun with it. Lay 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 low. Lay 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 lay. Lay 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 low. Lay 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 lay. Lay 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 lay. Couple more times, here we go. Bum 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 bum. Diddle 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 ya ba da ba da ba. Dibby wop dibby wop dibby wop wow. Ba da ba da bum 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 bum. Ya da bum bum ba bum bum ba bee bee bum 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 bee bum bum ba 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 bum. Bring it down, bring it down. Lay 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 lay. and slow it down now. Le 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 lo. Okay. We have some wonderful stories, so let's hear our first story and see what kind of music that story calls up for us. And I tell you, I have not heard these, so I'm a little excited and a little scared, but let's go with our first story.
This is Wendy Orley, poor excuse for an alto, but a huge fan of Matt's, and my tale is called Palms Away, or The Perils of Performance. Our newly formed children's choir at the First Unitarian Church, Chicago, had such superb leadership under the Reverend Christopher Moore that we were invited to sing with Chicago's Lyric Opera and the Chicago Symphony Orchestra within a few years of starting up. For an Easter concert in 1959, Fritz Reiner chose to do the Judas Maccabeus, and Margaret Hillis, the symphony chorus director, invited us to sing See the Conquering Hero Comes with them. We were about 35 8 to 12-year-olds, wearing our scarlet robes and carrying rather dry, very prickly palm fronds. We gathered in an extremely cramped space off stage, where a harmonium gave us our pitches. We began singing there and then marched across the stage singing to take our places in a single line stretched right across the front row of the adult singers. It was all absolutely terrifying. Reiner was known to be savage when displeased. We had to be absolutely silent until we began singing, but in that black, crowded offstage space, we were all being ferociously pricked by the palms. Muted squawks were inevitable. At last, we began to sing and set off across the stage, realizing immediately that the harmonium had not been in tune with the orchestra, and so we entered singing in a different key. And once in place on the stage, we couldn't hear our other choir members at all. We began waving our stalks as directed, but inexperienced as we were, we failed to wave in the same direction, so the fronds were moving every which way, blocking the adult choir's view of the conductor just at the glorious finale. Reiner fixed us with a murderous scowl and slowly lifted his baton, moving it back and forth so we had something to follow. Did anyone drop out of choir and slink away after this fiasco? Not on your life. We were hooked on making and performing music. We just wanted to get better. And those early experiences created in us all a profound need for good choral music in our lives. Our church choir grew and eventually became its own entity, the Chicago Children's Choir, which still 64 years later is thriving, touring, and recording, and bringing the opportunity to participate in quality choral music to over 6,000 school children in the city. Incidentally, Margaret Hillis was, of course, a student of Robert Shaw's. Thank you for doing this. I look forward to our session on Friday.
Okay, singers, here's the bass part. March across the stage, raise your voice and sing. March across the stage, raise your voice and sing. Try it. March across the stage, raise your voice and sing. March across the stage, raise your voice and sing. Tenors. March across the stage, raise your voice and sing. March across the stage, raise your voice and sing. One. Altos. March across the stage, raise your voice and sing. March across the stage. Sopranos. Everyone, here we go. March across the stage, raise your voice and sing. March across the stage, raise your voice and go. Everyone is ready. Palms are in our hands. Everyone is ready as silently we stand, waiting for the cue, waiting for the word. This will be the sweetest sound that anyone has ever heard. Here we stand now, here we stand and bow. Here we stand and realize we're being pricked by the points of the palms, by the points of the palms, by the points of the palms. But don't give up, we have work to do. We got to march across the stage, sing! March across the stage, march across the stage, raise your voice and again, march across the stage, march across the stage, march across the stage, raise your voice and sing. Almost ready now, it won't be but a moment. The moment of truth is arriving, and I hurt so much I am being pricked by the point of my palm. Somebody tell me what to do. Somebody tell me. Oh gosh, the moment's here. One more rehearsal in my mind. Raise your voice and sing. Walk across the stage. Raise your voice. Now the moment has come and the orchestra plays. Oh goodness, goodness, what shall we ever do? Reiner's having a fit. I know he's really mad. Reiner's having a fit, and I think that we've been had. Reiner's having a fit, and what shall we ever do? Reiner's having a fit. How shall we make it through? Do you think that anybody walked away from that choir? Not on your life. It was our grand desire to keep making music for everyone to hear. And still I can remember the music of that year when we sang. March across the stage, raise your voice and sing. March across the stage, raise your voice and one more time. March across the stage, raise your voice and sing. March across the stage, raise your voice and sing. Oh, you lucky person getting to sing under Margaret Hillis. That would be an experience that I would have treasured. Let's go to story numero 2, please.
Hi, Mr. Medema. My name is Carol, and I sing with the New Mexico Peace Choir. The most powerful choir moment I've had so far was in July of 2018, when the Peace Choir was singing at the Families Belong Together rally in Albuquerque. We sang in front of 4,000 plus people down in Civic Plaza, downtown, outside. And we sang the a cappella piece, Prayer of the Children by Kurt Bester, a song from the perspective of the children praying for home and family and safety. We sang in protest of the cruel immigration policies that were causing the separation of families at the borders. Some of those children still haven't been reunited with their families, and it's awful. When we sang, it was so quiet. All you could hear was us and the birds singing. Complete silence out of 4,000 people. It was amazing and powerful, and proved to me that what we were doing was important and meaningful and necessary. Thank you.
Let's do this one pentatonically. By the way, if you are in a school choir or run a church choir or whatever, one of the fun things that I like to do is get non-musicians and to say, go to that piano or that organ and you can play only the black keys. So I trust you to find your own harmony. Let's have a nice ooh. Ooh. It's easy, ooh. For the sake of the children, now we stand and sing. For the sake of the children, let the music ring. For the ones separated from the ones they love, for the ones separated, these mouths in protest move. These mouths in protest move. These mouths in protest move. Singers drop out. How can they do this? How can they be so cruel? How can they do this? In what kind of torture school did they learn these awful things? To take families apart, and there is no cure for the breaking of the heart. We can only sing, we can only pray, and the silence of these thousands mean they hear this plea today. Oh, you thousands that now are silent when the song is over, rise to stand and fight this evil. Rise to stand for those oppressed, for those distressed. Singers join. And so we sing forevermore. And so we pray for open doors. And so we sing till all is right again. And so we sing for those in such great pain. We sing, we sing, we sing. Bring it down and hold your last note for a long, long time. All right. I'd love to hear some comments on what it's like to be singing all by yourself, but at the same time part of this wonderful communion. Let's do story number 3.
I'm Ruth Striegel, and I direct the music program at First Congregational Church in Albuquerque. Pamela Minsner was a devoted member of my church for decades. She was a humble, warm, friendly person. She was also a woman who broke barriers, culminating in her term as Chief Justice of the New Mexico Supreme Court, the first woman to hold that position. Pam sang in our church choir when she wasn't too busy in Santa Fe, and we loved her dearly until she died of cancer at the age of 63. At church, we grieved the death of our friend, but as a Supreme Court justice who had broken the glass ceiling, she was an important figure. Her memorial service was held in Popejoy Hall, which seats 1,900 people. The governor, Supreme Court justices, and many other dignitaries were to be in attendance. Our pastor asked me if our church choir would sing at the service. I had to say yes. Pam was one of us. But our choir was small, and I was terrified at the thought of making a poor showing in front of such a large, august audience. I started contacting every choral musician that I knew and asking if they would sing with us, and almost everyone said, yes, of course. Our pastor suggested that we sing Hymn of Promise by Natalie Sleeth. This was the perfect selection, written by Mrs. Sleeth as her husband was dying of cancer, but full of life and hope and beautiful melody. My musical friends doubled the size and tripled the sound of our little church choir. So we were able to sing for Pam and do our part to celebrate her life.
Let's take a progression that everybody knows. Let's take this Pachel Bell progression. Just find your own harmony, your own part. Gently an ooh or an o. Sound the promise, I hear you say. Sound the promise, there is no way. Sound the promise, we are so small. Sound the promise, this is the call. Come together for the promise's sake. Come together, sweet music we shall make. Sound the promise, let it grow. Sound the promise, let the music flow. Now singers, move your vowel from an O to an A. Give me all the voice you can. Sound the promise, here we are. Let the music range near and far. Sound the promise everywhere. Let us sing and let us share. Bring it back down to an ooh. As I remember that golden day, the sound of that music will never go away. Sound the promise, so we will, till the world ends and everything is still. Sound the promise, sing the song, till doors are open and right changes wrong. Sound the promise and believe. Sound the promise and receive. It's hard. Bring it down, bring it down, bring it down, and people. Oh, I wish I could hear all of you singing. Let's come around to our story number. Are we on number 4?
I was a fairly new member of my choir, and at that particular concert, I was standing at the end of the first row, which meant that my responsibility was to lead my choir of 100 off the stage. I didn't think that was a good idea, but our conductor assured me that everything would be fine if I just followed him. The day of the concert came, and this performance was held at an old theater with several small storage rooms just off the stage. During intermission, with the whole audience seated and looking at us, I followed our conductor, who, after exiting the stage, stepped into one of these small rooms with the intention to let the choir pass. Well, I obediently followed him, leading that choir of 100 into practically a crawl space, and only realized my mistake after our conductor was frantically waving his arms to show me I had to walk on. Did I mention this was all visible from the audience?
I believe in learning to follow. I believe you follow your conductor. I believe that is a loyal thing to do. I'll carry through. You can count on me, wirklich. You can count on me. I will follow you anywhere you lead me. I will follow you anywhere you lead me. On stage or off stage. I beat. I follow the hands when I'm given instructions. I surely understand. Follow me, says the honorable conductor. I will lead you in the path where you must go. Follow me. Do as I do, do as I do, and you'll be all right. Follow me every last step I take. This was my conception of my instructions. And so when conductor walked off the stage, that thus did I follow. Walk on, where'er he walks. Walk on, where'er he goes. It's strange we walk in this tiny room. We'll never fit the whole of the choir in here. But he said to follow, so we follow. Walk on, walk on, walk on. Why are you waving your hands so frantically, Herr Conductor? Oh, I understand now. I think I get it. Walk on, with singers in tow, or you might just walk alone, or you might just walk alone. Walk on. Ooh, that was fun. Okay. Story number 5. We are ready for.
Hi, Ken. This is Liz Hartwell. I'm coming to you from Minneapolis. I used to live in Albuquerque and sang with Quintessence for a number of years. So it's really fun to get to participate in their summer choral festival, even though I'm far away now and miss seeing everybody more regularly. I just wanted to send you a really quick story about an experience I remember from Quintessence. It was around Christmas time, and we were singing some beautiful Christmas carols about Mary and her baby. And I remember very vividly holding my own little boy in my arms. He was about 7 or 8 months old, and he was sleeping peacefully like an angel in my arms, and we were singing a lullaby that was supposed to be Mary singing to her sweet baby Jesus. And I just remember having a really nice moment holding my baby and surrounded by my friends, singing those beautiful words and notes with each other, and everything just came together in that moment, and it was a really sacred and precious experience for me. So that was something that came to mind when I heard the call for stories about Quintessence. There are many more, probably funnier moments that I could share, but I'll leave those to someone else and I'll stop it there. Thanks so much for everything that you do for Quintessence. I'm so excited to hear all of the treats in store. Take care.
Okay. Sopranos, we're in the key of E. Sleep, baby, sleep, sleep, baby, sleep. Try it, sopranos. Sleep, baby, sleep, sleep, baby, sleep. Keep it going, altos. Sleep, baby, sleep, sleep, baby, sleep. Keep it going. Sleep, baby, sleep. Tenors, I bet you know your part already, don't you? Sleep, sleep, baby, sleep, sleep, baby, sleep. And basses, here we go, you got it now. Sleep, baby, sleep, sleep, baby, sleep. Sleep, baby, sleep. Keep it going, okay, would you? I love it. Hush now, my little baby child. Hush now tonight. Hush now, my little baby child. Everything is gonna be alright now. Hush now, little baby child, until the morning light. Hush now, little baby child, everything be alright. Oh, Joseph, your daddy, he'll take care of you. Joseph, your sweet daddy, oh, he'll take care of you. He's older and wiser, and he knows just what to do. He's older and wiser, and he knows just what to do. All these shepherds standing round us, they'll protect us well. Oh, the shepherds standing round us, oh, they'll protect us well. Oh, little baby boy, you cannot know what waits in store for you. Oh, little baby boy, you cannot know what you've been called to do. Now make up your own words if you would. Make up your own lullabies words. Sleep, baby child, sleep the whole night long. Sleep, baby child, sleep until the dawn. Sing it twice. You get to end it. Oh, we get one more story. One more story, I think, yeah?
Hi, Ken. My name is Bill O'Neill. I'm the music director of the First Congregational United Church of Christ in Santa Rosa.
And I'm Maureen O'Neill. I'm Bill's wife. And we are going to tell you the story of Bernie the church dog.
Bernie the church dog, yes. So about, roughly 9 years ago when I was the music director at Messiah Lutheran Church in Redwood City, I was invited.
Our daughter Charlotte is 5, and she's in the background. And we have this little button that says, like from Office Depot, that says that was the easy button, and she just pushed it.
So you may hear that a few times in the video. So So when I was music director at Messiah Lutheran Church, we decided they actually put us up in the parsonage of the church for a year, which was amazing for a music director to get to live in a church.
Because you started there, and then their pastor left, and rather than have the parsonage be empty, because it's like literally like on the other side of the property as the church, they decided to offer it to us. We were living in San Francisco at the time. So we, dropped our life there and moved to the parsonage. Right?
Yep, absolutely. And so the gist of it is we're like,
we have a house. We need a dog. So
we got a dog.
We adopted
and
a dog.
Bernie,
we didn't know what we were doing.
Bernie, suffered from, a want to be a part of the church choir. He really,
he had some separation anxiety. So we brought him everywhere we could, and
including
church.
Yes,
he sat at our feet during choir rehearsal.
Yeah.
I think he even came in sometimes to the church.
I believe he did.
This year it was Easter, and we wanted to be really good and professional, so we thought we should not have our dog in the church with us.
Yeah, that's right.
So we had Bernie be in the choir room.
That's right.
We were very careful. We closed the doors, but one of our acolytes came in to get something and left the door open. So the Easter processional.
Everybody in their robes, beautiful processional. Yep, with the opening hymn.
The choir marches down in their choir robes.
Yep, absolutely.
And at the end of the line was Bernie.
Yes.
Trotting down.
Yes.
Like he was a member of the choir. He was one of those little like fluffy white dogs, medium-sized fluffy white dogs. So it truly looked like the Easter lamb was with us. Yes. And we were like,
wait. And Bernie, of course, comes and sits right by me while I'm conducting the big introit, and just sits there. And finally, when it's over, Maureen goes and takes Bernie and puts him back into the room.
Right.
Barking all the way in protest. But that is our.
It was a very special time. Oh, that's the timer. We promised our daughter we would go an outing. It was a special time also because Bernie was with us for a very short period, only a few years. Yes. We discovered he had congestive heart failure, and he had to be put to sleep when it got really bad. So Bernie was like a little angel dog that came in our life. He was the best dog ever, but we will never forget the Easter dog.
The Easter dog who wanted to sing in the choir.
Choir.
Thanks for letting us tell our story.
Bye.
Okay, so singers, you know the tune, right? Just on the law. Here we go. La 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 floor and choir, everybody knows. But now they got me locked up in the choir room, and I can't join the fun. I wish somebody would open this door and give me a chance to run. Classical dog, or I'm a rock and roll dog. I can be whoever I need. All I really need is someone to tell me, and they can take the lead. I can sing Mozart and Bach, I can sing Stinger, and I can sing it all. All I really need is someone let me out of here, and I'll go and find the choir and call. Coming, I can smell them coming. Lord, they're opening the door. On my way to where the choir is singing, hope attend you. May she peace and courage send you. May she ever stand beside you, in her loving kindness hide you, through the treacherous darkness guide you. Sing on busy streets and highways, sing on dark and treacherous byways. Touch the sorrow and the sadness, dance with those who long for gladness. Be the comfort in the madness. Sing for friends and sing for strangers. Be the shelter in the danger. In your lives is grace abounding, light that is the night confounding. In your souls the song is sounding.